So there you are, playing your favorite solo role-playing game. You've got the fireplace crackling and maybe some light music in the background. You got your favorite book, your favorite setting, and there you are. You roll up an encounter. The results? A goblin. And you think to yourself, I don't really want to fight another goblin, do I? I want something more dramatic, something with some meaning. So you decide to re-roll. Did you cheat? Are you a dirty cheater in your solo role-playing game? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the channel. I am Sacred, and this is The Sacred Art of Gaming, where we like to talk about tabletop gaming with an emphasis on solo play. And today, we're talking about yo cheating ass, playing solo role-playing games by yourself with no one to oversee what you're doing, fudging your rolls, changing your oracle results, going and just doing whatever the hell you want. And that's okay. That is okay, because when you're playing by yourself, there's this voice that creeps in as you're playing. It happens to me, it happens to you, it happens to all of us. And we gotta tell that voice to shut up, and you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Because as you're sitting there playing, you think, oh no, I skipped a roll, or maybe I ignored a bad result. Have I fudged the story in some way? This is not the way it was supposed to go. And then it dawns on you, am I cheating? Have I cheated the game? Have I cheated the experience? And the answer is no, because let's put something in perspective here. So here's the thing, you're the player, you're the game master, and you're the audience. So you're not like cheating the game, you're not changing the game, you're shaping it. You're shaping the world. Shaping the story, the narrative, the character choices. Now let's flip this in a way that maybe really hits home for you. If you're used to playing in a group, maybe you've even been a GM, or you've seen your GM like maybe re-roll something where maybe they roll random encounters and something pops up because you're traveling from one place to another, or maybe something pops up during the third watch that night around the campfire, and the GM rolls up a pack of wolves. And the GM's like, another pack of wolves. A pack of wolves adds nothing to the story. Is it cheating for that GM to change that roll? To change things in a way that maybe make more sense? Maybe you're on the run from some mercenary group. Wouldn't it make more sense if maybe that mercenary group was appearing instead? Or there was a chance that that mercenary group could show up? Maybe the GM should have just made that so to begin with? Maybe. But the GM could, it could be anything, right? They could swap it for a mysterious traveler. Maybe it's not even a combat encounter. But regardless, the story for the players just got that much better. Is that cheating, or is that storytelling? So when you do it alone, you are not cheating. You are you're making a creative judgment call. Now, the flip side of this, right? I am not saying that, you just ignore mechanics entirely and you are just, re-rolling everything or ignoring every bad, that's not fun, right? You don't want to, if you were playing 5th edition, for example, and you just keep re-rolling your hit roll until you hit, that's kind of silly, right? Unless you had inspiration to do it once. And then that's about as far as that goes, right? Because if you're just going to do that, then why are we even rolling? So you could make the argument that you have two paths ahead of you. You have, on one side, strict oracle obedience, and on the other side, you have narrative-driven adaptation. And really what this means, and honestly, I think the best answer is just using a combination of both, but on one hand, you roll and you just work with what the oracle gives you, And sometimes the Oracle knows best. Like, you may know what I mean. Like, for the people that have just been like, I don't know how I feel about this, but let's just rock with it. And then somehow, like 3 sessions later, you're like, holy shit, the Oracle knew where to send me. This really expanded things in a way that I never would have expected. But that is not to say that you can't like creatively think around results too and use the bias that you have from previous things that have happened, using that history to make the next thing that you do make that much more sense and that much more exciting. But I think for best results, you do a little bit of both, because there is a level of chaos that sticking to the oracles brings to the table that it can be a delight sometimes. So keep in mind, solo role-playing games and gaming in general is not passing a test. You are not winning at D&D or Index Card RPG or Avatar Legends or Dragonbane. There's the winning is the experience. This, and more so than most things, because don't get me wrong, I'm definitely the kind of person that likes to, yes, I completed this video game, I can now move on. This more so than anything that I experience anyways, it really is about the journey, for sure. There's no grade, there's no audience score, there's no Rotten Tomato, how many tomatoes, how many stars. You just ask yourself, did the thing that everything that I just did it bring me joy? And if the answer is yes, then you are solo role-playing correctly. Because if it didn't, then you are cheating yourself out of a great experience by adhering to rules that you don't have to adhere to. Don't forget, when you are solo role-playing, the table is 100% yours to do what you wish. So, I hope this was insightful. I hope this helped some of you out there. And honestly, it helps me too. So, if you've enjoyed this video, consider slapping a like on this bad boy. If you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one as we continue to explore the sacred art of gaming together.